Your dashcam is only as good as the footage it captures when something actually goes wrong. And right now, with 6 very different cameras sitting across a wide range of prices, the real question isn't which one is best, it's which one is right for the way you drive. Let's get into it. The first one up is the Vantrue E1 Pro, and this thing is tiny. We're talking roughly 2 inches in every direction, a near-perfect cube that you mount once and essentially forget is there. But don't let the size fool you. Per the official specs, this is a true 4K camera recording at 3840 by 2160 at 30 frames per second, powered by a Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 sensor with HDR. That's the same sensor class you find in cameras that cost twice as much. It also includes built-in GPS, dual-band Wi-Fi, both 2.4 and 5 GHz, voice control, and a 158-degree field of view. One spec that genuinely stands out, according to the manufacturer's information, the E1 Pro supports micro SD cards up to 1 TB in size, which at this point is the highest capacity support in its class. A 1 TB card holds up to 66 hours of 4K footage before it starts looping. It also ships with a CPL filter included in the box, a circular polarizing filter, which reduces glare and windshield reflections, something most manufacturers charge extra for. Parking modes are covered: buffer detection, collision detection, and time-lapse, all running off an internal supercapacitor instead of a battery, which handles extreme temperatures more reliably. If you want remote cloud access down the road, there's an optional LTE module sold separately that enables live viewing and vehicle tracking from your phone. The warranty is 18 months, which is above average for this product category. This one is made for the driver who wants solid, no-compromise 4K front coverage without a bulky unit eating up their windshield. The commuter who just needs reliable footage and clean license plate reads, someone parking in a busy lot or street who wants buffered event recording, and anyone who travels and wants the flexibility of massive storage capacity without having to swap cards constantly. If you only need front coverage and want the most capable compact camera at this price, this is a strong pick. It sits at $119, and you'll find the link to grab it on Amazon in the description below. From a single lens to 4 of them, the Vantrue N5S is built around a completely different premise: total vehicle coverage from every angle, including both inside the cabin. It's a 2-unit system, 1 main body on the front windshield, 1 on the rear, and together they give you 4 active recording channels simultaneously. Based on the manufacturer's information, the N5S is the first 4-channel dash cam to run Sony Starvis 2 sensors across all 4 cameras. The front records at 7K, the rear at 144p, and both interior cabin cameras at 108p, each with automatic infrared switching for nighttime recording inside the car. The front field of view is 158 degrees. It supports micro SD cards up to 1 TB, runs dual-band Wi-Fi, has GPS, and uses a supercapacitor for temperature resilience. Parking mode includes a 10-second pre-recording buffer, meaning when a collision trigger fires, it has already captured the 10 seconds leading up to the impact. The system also supports an optional LTE module for cloud connectivity and remote monitoring, though per available listings, that module is currently sold separately and may have limited availability depending on your region. The N5S is specifically built for rideshare drivers, Uber, Lyft, or any platform where interior documentation matters, and for fleet operators who need liability coverage from every angle. It's also the right call for any driver who regularly carries passengers and wants a complete record of what happens inside the vehicle, not just outside. If your coverage priority is all 4 sides of the car plus both cabin perspectives, this is the most complete 4-channel system at this price point. You're looking at $349. The Amazon link is waiting for you in the description. If you're subscribed to GadTech and have notifications on, you already know we keep these comparisons tight. If not, hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss the next one. Now, for the driver who wants the best possible image quality front and rear without any trade-offs, the 70mm T800. This is one of the very few dash cams on the market that records in true 4K resolution on both the front and rear cameras simultaneously. Both lenses use the Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 sensor, the same top-tier sensor in the front of many premium single-channel competitors, and both record at 3840 by 2160 at 30 frames per second with HDR. A third interior cabin channel records at 108p with infrared for nighttime cabin coverage, rounding out the 3-channel system. According to the specs, the T800 supports Wi-Fi 6, the current generation of Wi-Fi, for faster data transfer between the camera and your phone, and the system includes cloud connectivity and GPS. One significant plus for buyers, per the official listing, the T800 ships with a 512GB microSD card included in the price. That's 14 hours of 3-channel recording out of the box. And it's the maximum card size the camera supports. No separate purchase needed. Parking mode is available, though based on available information, the T800 does not support a buffered parking mode, meaning event recording during parking starts from the moment of detection, not the seconds before it. This camera is aimed at the driver who prioritizes video evidence quality above everything else. If you've been in an at-fault dispute where the footage was too soft to read a license plate at night, the T800 is the answer. It's for the person who wants both front and rear at the same resolution, HDR, and the confidence that their footage will actually hold up. At $359, the Amazon link is in the description, and the card is already in the box. The 70mm Omni X800 takes a completely different mechanical approach to coverage. Instead of fixed front and rear cameras, it uses a single motorized lens that physically rotates 360 degrees. In parking mode, the camera doesn't just sit and wait. It actively pans toward detected motion and tracks it. That's the core differentiator here. AI-powered motion detection that moves the camera to face whatever triggered the event. Per the official specs, the front lens runs a Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 sensor, recording at 4K, up to 4K at 60 frames per second in single-channel mode, or 4K at 30 frames per second HDR when the rear camera is connected. The rear camera uses a Sony Starvis 2 IMX662 sensor at 108p. Both sensors are Starvis 2 generation. The X800 supports up to 512GB of microSD storage and runs on a supercapacitor. For remote access, the optional 4G LTE hardware kit, sold separately, enables live view from anywhere, vehicle location tracking, and event notifications pushed to your phone through the 70my app. Worth noting, according to the available specs, the rear camera on the X800 does not have motion detection in parking mode. Only the motorized front unit handles active tracking. This one is for a specific type of driver, someone who parks in high-risk areas, deals with vandalism or theft concerns, and wants a camera that doesn't just record passively, but actively orients itself towards suspicious activity. Remote monitoring via the LTE kit turns it into a real-time vehicle security system you can check from anywhere. If that active surveillance angle is what you've been looking for, the X800 is the camera built for it. It comes in at $299, and the link is in the description. The Vantrue E360 Panoramic is the outlier in this group. Instead of pointing forward, backward, or rotating, it records everything at once, a true 360-degree panoramic view using dual 210-degree fisheye lenses with dynamic image stitching. Per the official specs, the combined output is 5.2K resolution, 2 high-resolution channels merged into a seamless panoramic frame. The sensor is Sony Starvis 2 with HDR across both lenses, and the unit includes 8 infrared LEDs for nighttime coverage inside the car when the camera is ceiling-mounted or cabin-facing. It also supports a separately available rear camera for additional external rear-facing coverage. The E360 includes built-in dual GPS, 5 GHz Wi-Fi, a buffered 24/7 parking mode, voice control, and a touch interface on the unit. Maximum storage is 512GB. The camera also doubles as a detachable action camera. It can be removed from its windshield mount and used handheld or on a tripod, which is included in the bundle. Footage can be viewed in multiple formats depending on your use case: full 360-degree panorama, individual fisheye views, or a stitched flat format. The 18-month warranty applies here as well. One thing to understand about panoramic recording: stitched 360-degree footage looks different from standard dashcam video, and not everyone finds it intuitive at first. It's a different format, and that's worth knowing going in. The E360 is for the driver who wants to eliminate blind spots entirely, not just front and rear, but every side of the vehicle simultaneously. It's also for the content creator or travel vlogger who wants one device that handles car documentation and doubles as an action cam. If you commute through dense urban traffic, drive professionally, or just want the most spatially complete picture possible, this is the camera that delivers it. At $249, the link is sitting in the description waiting for you. If you haven't subscribed to GadTech yet, now's the time, and we'll see you in the next one.